and also I'm doing live stream. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So today we are going to discuss from Bhagavad Gita chapter 2. We are beginning from the first verse. So as we know that in the first chapter Arjuna gives in total 5 reasons why not to fight. So now in the second chapter, after giving this 5 reasons, Arjuna tells the conclusion that my Lord, I don't want to fight, and he gives of his bow and arrow and he sits at one place. And in this situation, how Lord Krishna reacts to Arjuna, this is how the second chapter begins. So the first verse of the second chapter is like that. Sanjay is describing the situation of Arjuna to Dhritarashtra, because Dhritarashtra in the first chapter, first verse, he has asked this question to Sanjay that what happening in the war field, whether my son and the sons of Pandu are fighting or not. So at the end of the first chapter, in a sense, Sanjay is replying to the question of Dhritarashtra. This is what the scenario is happening. Sanjaya uvacha tam tatha kripaya vishtam asru purna kulekshanam vishidantam idam vakyam uvacha madhusudana. Sanjay is saying, Sanjay uvacha tam tatha kripaya vishta. Tam means what? Here Arjuna, because Arjuna is talking about Arjuna. Tam tatha kripaya vishta. Arjuna, kripa means compassion. Kripaya avishta. Arjuna is totally overwhelmed with the compassion. Arjuna is like submerged in the compassion towards his brothers. And in this situation, tam tatha kripaya vishta, what is happening? Asru purna kulekshanam. The Arjuna's eyes are filled with tears. Asru purna kulekshanam. Ikshanam means eyes. And Arjuna's eyes are filled with tears. And at this situation, Vishidantam idam vakyam. And Arjuna, Vishidantam means what? Is like lamenting. Here Arjuna is lamenting because Arjuna is thinking that I should not fight, and because of me, all these my brothers, cousin brother are supposed to die in the war. So I am the root cause of that. So Arjuna is cursing himself and is lamenting a lot. And Vishidantam idam vakyam. And at this situation, this is the scenario. This is the situation of the Arjuna. Seeing Arjuna, uvacha Madhusudana. Madhusudana, the Lord Krishna, who is the killer of demon Madhu, is now replying, seeing the situation of Arjuna. Arjuna crying, eyes are filled with the tear, and to this Arjuna, Lord Krishna is replying. That is the second verse. Sri Bhagavan uvacha kutastva kasmalam idam vishame samupastitam anarya justam asvargyam akirti karama Arjuna. So what Lord Krishna is saying here? Sri Bhagavan uvacha. Lord Krishna is replying. What is replying? Kutastva kasmalam idam. How come this? From where you are getting this? He is telling that, oh my dear Arjuna, so how come you are getting this kind of thought that you are not fighting? So what is the reason of this? Please tell me. And why you are thinking that you should not fight? Kutas tva kasmalam idam. What is telling? So from where kasmalam means dirtiness. So from where this dirtiness is entering into your heart? I'm not understanding from where you are getting this dirtiness in your heart. Utas tva kasmalam idam. And Vishame samupasthita. And this is the time of very critical time. And at this time, the war is going to begin, just like suppose there is a war between India and Pakistan, and the war is supposed to begin, and the army commander is telling that I will not fight, and is putting off his AK-47. So such kind of scenario Krishna is telling, it is a Vishame samupasthita, it is a critical time, and at this time, how come you can do like this? And then Krishna is telling, oh my dear Arjuna, anarya justam asvargyam. So if you'll do this kind of thing, actually this is anarya justam. Actually Aryas, they don't do like this. This is the activity of anarya, because you are a kshatriya and it is your dharma to fight. And if you will not fight at this time, then you will not get liberation. Anarya justam. So just imagine, you won't get liberation if you do this kind of activity. And top of that, okay, you may not be desiring for liberation, but you must be desiring for heaven, right? Aswargyam. Even you will not get heaven also, because for a kshatriya, it is a duty to fight. And if you will not fight in the war field, you will not get the result of a kshatriya, and you won't get heaven also. Akirti karam arjunam. And you might be thinking that I am not desiring for heaven or liberation. I can peacefully stay in the earth. Are Baba, akirti karam arjuna. Your kirti will be not famous. It will be akirti, infamous. People will be tell all kind of rubbish things about you, and nobody will like you. It is like akirti, and nobody will glorify your activity. All will be speak bad about you, and you will get lot of infamy in your life. Just imagine why you are thinking like this. So Lord is telling that, just imagine, you will not get liberation, anarya justam, you will not get heaven, asvargyam, and top of that, you will not get fame also in the earth planet also. So you are not going to get anything after the death, and while living also you are not going to get anything. So just think before taking this decision. So Krishna is clarifying to Arjuna. And then Krishna is not stopping here. Now Krishna is going to another level. Just imagine, Krishna is now going to chastise Arjuna. Can you imagine a kshatriya? Arjuna is a kshatriya. For a kshatriya, getting chastised for somebody, it is worse than death. But at this situation, because Arjuna is not ready to fight, so Krishna is going to chastise Arjuna left, right, center. This is the verse number 3. Klaibyam asmagamam partha naitat tvai upapadyate Chudram hridaya daurvalyam tvakto uttista parantapaha. So Krishna is telling, what kind of person you are? Are you a eunuch? Are you a coward person? Just imagine, for a kshatriya, even to a normal person, if you tell that you are a eunuch, means it's very offensive to that person. And Krishna is telling to Arjuna, who was he is like the hero among the human beings, and to that person Krishna is telling, are you a eunuch? You are fearful of fighting? So beginning, klaibyam means eunuch. Klaibyam masa gamam partha. Do not become like a eunuch. Don't speak like this, like a lady. Don't speak in the battlefield that I won't fight, I'll put my weapon. What kind of things you are talking in the battlefield? Naitat tvaye upapadyate. This is not suitable for you, my dear Arjuna. Just imagine who you are. You are the son of Pritha, and you had a father Pandu, who was such a brave, chivalry person. He was a Atirathi, and you are also Atirathi. So what about your dynasty? What about the fame of your dynasty? How can you? This is not at all suitable for you speaking like this way. So Krishna is saying to Arjuna, Shudram Hridaya Daurvalyam. And he's telling, my dear Arjuna, you know, what is the reason why you are speaking like this? I got the point. What is the reason behind that? The point is that Shudram, because Hridaya, your heart is Daurvalya, because your heart is a compassionate heart and a weakness of your heart. बोलते ना किसका किसका हार्ट कोमल रहता है, कमजोर दिल वाले ये मत देखिए. So your heart is a very weak heart. Because of that weakness of your heart, you are talking like this way. Kshatriya, they don't talk like this. My dear Arjuna, you are forgetting for the moment who you are. Please don't talk like this. Shudram, Hridaya, Daurvalya. Then Krishna is giving now the positive solution. This is like the negative things, what you are undergoing. Now, what should you do? Tvakta uttishta parantapa. Tvakta means give it up. Give it up all these emotional things. Give it up all these sentimental things. Uttishta, get up. Uttishta parantapa. Are you forgot who you are? You are parantapa. You are the chastiser of enemies. Enemies used to run because of your fear. So don't forget your identity. You are a parantapa. You can kill the enemies left, right, center easily. So why you are fearful of all these Kauravas? You can easily, for you it's a bain hath ka khel hai. Easily you can kill them. Get up. Don't be so weak-hearted and sitting at one place. So this is what Krishna is telling. And now, after Krishna is telling this all things, Arjuna is now going to reply to Lord Krishna. And that is what the verse number 4 tells about how Arjuna is replying to Lord Krishna. Arjuna uvacha katham bhishmam aham sankhye dronam cha madhusudana isubhi pratiyotsyami pujarva arisudana. So Krishna is telling, my dear Lord, I am not a eunuch. What kind of things you are talking about me? I am a warrior. Please don't tell like that. You are... So Arjuna, Katham Bhishmam Aham Sankhya. Now Arjuna is going to he is now going to justify himself. That what you are talking, my dear, in front of all, I am a eunuch. How can you tell like this? I am not a eunuch. So who I am? Katham Bhishmam Aham Sankhya. How can I kill Bhishma? Because why I am not fighting? Because Bhishma is standing in front of me. He is not an ordinary person. He is my grandfather. How can I kill my grandfather? This is the main reason. That's what I am not fighting. Don't tell here and there the reasons. Arjuna is justifying. Katham Bhishmam Aham Sankhya. How can I, Sankhya means in this war, how can I fight with Bhishma in this war? And who all are there? Dronam cha Madhusudana. And top of Bhishma, my teacher is there, from whom I learned the military act. How can I kill my teacher? My dear Lord, you are Madhusudana. So the language of Sanskrit is such a nice, beautiful language. Every word has an hidden meaning behind that. So here Arjuna is telling Krishna Madhusudana, not Krishna, not Govinda, not Parthasarathi, Madhusudana. Why? Because my dear Lord, you have killed Madhu demon. Correct? You have not killed any Sandipani Sudana. You have killed Madhu Sudana. So how can you are expecting me to kill Drona Sudana? You are a Madhu Sudana. You are not Sandipani Sudana. You learn from Sandipani Muni and you give Guru Dakshina also nicely. You do seva to your Guru and you are telling me to kill my Guru. What kind of justice you are telling me? So Arjuna is reminding Krishna, my dear Lord, you are Madhusudana, not Sandipani Sudana, and you are telling me to become Drona Sudana. How can I do like this? How can I kill my Guru? Just think before that, and you are telling me eunuch. So Arjuna is justifying. And then he's telling, Isubhi Prati Yotsami, and you are telling me to, Isubhi means arrows. You are telling me to fight and attack them with the sharp arrows, pierce their heart with these arrows. How can a disciple can do to the gurus? How can you are expecting me to do this? My dear Lord, you are talking about killing them. What to speak about killing? Actually, they are pujarva arisudhana. Actually, they are worthy of worshipping. Puja arva means they are supposed to be worshipped with agarbatti and flowers. They are my guru. They are my grandfather. And you are telling me to kill them? What kind of things you are telling? You are telling to the person who are to be worshipped, to them you are telling to kill? My Lord, I am totally confused what you are telling. And then again he tells Krishna, my Lord, you are Madhusudana and you are Arisudana. Sudana means killing. Ari means demons or enemies. My Lord, you are famous for Arisudana. You always killed so many enemies and the demons. So how you are telling me to kill my relatives, my grandfather, my teacher? Have you ever killed any of your teacher or any of your well-wisher friends? Never. Not. Then why you are telling me you are Madhusudana and you are Arisudana, but you are expecting me to kill my teachers? How come? This is totally contradictory, my Lord. Please don't confuse me anymore, and help me to understand what's supposed to be done at this situation. So that's how Krishna, when Krishna is asking Arjuna about all these things, Arjuna is putting these all questions in front of the Krishna. And then Arjuna is not stopping here. Now in the verse 5, we can see how Arjuna is giving another reason why I should not kill. And if you are forcing me to kill, then better than killing, I should give up the kingdom and I should go to forest and beg. That I can do. So that's what he is telling in the verse number 5. Guru ahatva hi mahanubhavan श्रेयो भोक्तुम भक्ष्यम अपीह लोके
श्रेयो भोक्तुम अपेक्ष्य अपीह लोके
हत्वार्थ कामां तु गुरुं यहैव
हत्वार्थ कामास्तु गुरुन् इहैव
भुञ्जीय भोगान् रुधिरा प्रदिग्धान्
भुञ्जीय भोगान् रुधिरा प्रदिग्धान्.
So Krishna is telling, oh my dear Arjuna, if you will not, you are a Kshatriya, you don't want kingdom, then how will you rule? You are a Kshatriya and you should have the kingdom, then only you can rule, right? And you are a Kshatriya, if you will not rule, you will not get a kingdom, then how will you live? How will you sustain your life? So that is the question of Krishna. That you are a Kshatriya and you are supposed to rule, and you are, if you will not fight, then how will you sustain yourself? Because that was the Varnashram Dharma, right? You have to rule. So then Arjuna is telling, my dear Lord, I don't need a kingdom. I can go to forest and I beg, and by begging I can sustain myself. So you don't worry about myself. I can easily sustain myself, and I don't need anything. I don't need. I can sustain myself. How? Gurun hatvahi mahanubhava. Because guru hatva. Because a teacher, how can you kill a teacher? They are mahanubhava. They are the great soul. So great soul cannot be killed. They have to be respected. And then Arjuna is telling, Shreyo bhoktum bhakshyam apiho loke. Shreya means better. It is better, Shreyo, it is better to, bhoktum means eating. Because at last you are talking about this kingdom. For what? For eating, right? Pet ka sawal hai. Just to eat something, I need a kingdom to earn some money. So I can get money by bhakshyam, by begging. So I don't want to rule. And if I'll not get any kingdom, then also I'm happy. And I'll go door to door and I will beg alms from the citizens. And apiho loke, and I can sustain my life, my dear Lord. Don't bother about me. Don't worry about me. And I am ready to beg and I sustain myself. मैं भिखारी बनने के लिए ready हूँ. आप मुझे जबरदस्ती मत करो. I don't want anything. I don't have any expectation. I'm ready to become a beggar, and whatever I'll get, I will happily sustain myself. So this is the proposal of Arjuna to Lord Krishna. And then he's telling, you are talking about killing na. Hatvartha kamams tu guru yehiva. If I will kill my guru, if I will kill my teacher, then killing that teacher, by killing that, what I'll get the kingdom, right? Bhunjiya bhogan rudhira pradigdhan. So Bhunjiya means enjoyment. Bhogan, I will enjoy. Bhunjiya, I will enjoy. Bhogan, all the sense object, all this kingdom, citizen, I'll get everything. I will get this elephant, horses, treasury, all the things I will get in my life. And my life will be peaceful and I'll enjoy everything. But my dear Lord, this enjoyment is like Rudhira Pradigdhan. Rudhira Pradigdhan means what? It is contaminated with the bloodshed of my Guru. I can't enjoy this. मेरे गुरु के खून पे छिटक कर एक चीज मुझे मिलेगा. How can I enjoy that? Every moment I will be thinking about how my guru has laid their life because of this kingdom. I can't enjoy. Every moment that thought will haunt me. How can I peacefully live? And that the blood of Bhishma, the blood of Dronacharya, that will be always keep me haunting. So, my dear Lord, even though I will get the kingdom, I will not be happy. This is the reason why I am telling I should not fight, my dear Lord. So this is the conclusion of Arjuna. He is presenting before Lord Krishna. So uh, till this verse we'll discuss here. So from next class we'll discuss the 6th verse. So let's now discuss and we'll discuss on these verses and we'll take the reflections of you all, comments of you all. If any questions, that also we can discuss. You can unmute yourself and you can tell your comments on these 5 verses or any point you liked or any questions also. Please feel free to speak. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji,
Yes.
so this no enjoyment, even if victorious, was previously also discussed, right, in chapter 1.31 to 1.35. So
Yeah.
I think this has come again, right?
Yeah. In the first chapter also, Arjuna explains this, the concept that I am ready to become beggar and I am ready to go to forest. So that time, Krishna Acharya tells that, Baba, you are a Kshatriya. If you go to the forest and while begging from others, if they will not give you alms, you will become angry and you will chop off their head there. So better than killing there, kill in the in the battlefield. You will go to heaven. So because that blood is there in your body and it is very hot, so you can't tolerate infamy, offenses, and you may attack those innocent people. So because you have that system nature, so better to utilize that and fight in this warfield. Yes. Okay. Anybody else? Any question or reflection? Samir Sa, Prabhu, Tulika Mataji.
Prabhuji, I am a doctor.
You are with your doctor.
Yeah, I got little bit knee problem, so I am there at the clinic.
Oh.
So I am
Okay,
listening to your this thing.
Okay.
Prabhuji. Yeah.
So
Tulika
Prabhuji,
Mataji, you have any question? Yes, Prabhuji.
so Prabhuji, now so all these reasons are over of Arjuna, or still anything is pending? Previously, like compassion was there, no enjoyment was there, then fear of sinful reaction. then destruction of
The
family
fifth
tradition.
reason is still have to come. There was a fifth reason. Arjuna was a bewildered, indecisiveness. So that will come in the next class. We will discuss.
Okay.
From the sixth verse, Arjuna is going to explain the fifth reason why he should not find. So fifth reason is like he was totally confused. Here now, because Krishna is also telling so many points, so Arjuna is now totally is confused. What should I do or what I'm supposed to do? Totally confused, and he going to tell now, my dear Lord, I'm totally confused. I don't know what is good for me. Please, you guide me. So now slowly Arjuna is coming to the track. So fifth reason will connect him to surrender to Lord Krishna. So that I will discuss in the next class.